wanted to crack the code on who a kid is, walk into their bedroom. Well, okay, wait, just to think about that really quick. Don't walk into a random kid's bedroom. I think we all know not to do that. That's weird. Don't do that. But you get my point, right? There's a wealth of information there. What kind of decorations they have up on the walls, or the toys that they have in the room, or even like the designs on their shirts and clothes that are scattered around the floor. Because you know those clothes aren't folded nicely and put into a dresser drawer, or even put into the hamper. You know they're laying out on the ground. Right? You can get a sense of who a kid is just by seeing how they've made their space to be. And I think it's kind of the same when it comes to God. And then the Bible backs us up. Romans chapter 1, verse 20 says, "For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that people are without excuse." My friend, the enemy wants to shrink your view of who God is, tries to convince us that God is small, less capable, that he is less powerful, or even less loving than he really is. Because who wants to follow a mean, small, powerless God? But Scripture reminds us that all we have to do to see who God actually is to step outside. The world around us, it's like God's artwork, his room full of decorations. And when you notice the details in a leaf or the colors in the sunrise, you're catching glimpses of his creativity and his care. Now look, I realize that the message of, hey, go outside feels a little basic and a little granola, but if we never look up from our phones and we stay stuck in our distractions, we're going to miss our best chance at seeing who God is, this side of heaven. If you need a reminder today of who he is, of his greatness, his love, find some time to go outside today. Look what he's made. The world itself is declaring the truth that God is powerful, intentional, and good.